Tonight's guest, I'm so happy to welcome into the studio, Georgina White.
Hello, Christopher.
Oh man, I'm so excited to have you in because I know, like, I've been listening to your music all day. So all I'm going to say to people is, if you're thinking about turning off the radio, do not turn it off because you don't want to miss this one. I say it every week, but you don't want to miss this one. Now I've got to start off with how I know you. I don't know you personally, but I know you through Pub in the Park. That's always, I mean, I know for a fair few people, I mean, I've gone on this page now. How was that for you?
It was incredible. It was so unexpected and all a little bit of a whirlwind. So Emerging Headliner, the production company, basically asked a few local artists to come and perform on their headliner stage, and, you know, support all of the superstar acts. And I was one of them, and it was just an amazing experience.
It's such a shame because I didn't get to see you personally. Oh, because I was there on the Sunday. And you performed on the Saturday?
I did, yeah.
Ah, so gutting. It's so gutting. But I did see that, like, all the photos on your Instagram and everything. Yeah. It looked like you had, like, you looked like you were meant to be there. They, like, not as in, like, you know how it is, like, at this sort of stage, some people just don't look like they should be on stage. They look a bit like, you look like you took your moment. So I'd say that. Just some photos.
I'm not gonna lie, I love it. I just absolutely love it. It's, you know, it's the most fun in the world, and yeah, I had an absolute blast.
Oh man, that's what it's all about, isn't it? But, and also, I'm not sure what day it would have been. I don't know if it was there, because I went to the Chiswick one as well. And Damien Lewis was playing. Okay. I don't know if he was there at St Albans, but I know he was at Carfest as well. But the reason I say his name is because it kind of works into the question for you, is he is known for sort of being a A-list actor. Yeah. So he's sort of stage and screen, very much that. I had no idea he had music.
No, but nor do I.
Yeah, see, right, see? I tried. I should have walked up to him and got him on, but, you know, I bottled it. But you have the same kind of background. You went from stage and screen into music?
Yes. Yeah.
How is that transition?
It's all happened quite naturally because I've worked a lot in music theatre. So I've worked a lot as an actor musician on stage all around the UK, and I've always gigged, and I've had like covers bands, and then a few years ago during the pandemic I started writing my own stuff, and I was like, it's time.
Yes, everyone had the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and it's all kind of been pretty amazing. I've released 6 singles in nearly 3 years, and I've signed with a label in Nashville, America.
Whoa, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
That's one to drop.
Yeah, so it's been pretty cool. So I'm with Creative and Dreams Music Network in Nashville, and they put me in touch with the producer John Carr, who I've worked with a lot over here. Hi guys, if you're listening. And yeah, it's been awesome. My music gets played in America and in Nashville all the time.
This is crazy. What a thing to drop. Not like, you know, you work with some local producers. You're out in Nashville.
I haven't been yet, but I very much hope so that I'll get there soon.
I feel like you need to go there.
Yeah.
Like, it's one place, like, when I've thought of, like, on-air acoustic, like, I sometimes just run with ideas. I'm like, that's the first place I'd go if I want to take on-air acoustic over to the States. Yeah. Well, now I've got the link. Yeah, it's all working. I've manifested it. It's happening.
We'll all go together.
We'll all go together. It's a group trip.
Sounds like fun.
Oh, my word. So so you're in lockdown, and all of a sudden you've just gone, right, I'm going to have my own music now.
Yeah.
And then you've got someone from Nashville. How does that go from that to that?
I know, it's kind of a completely crazy story, but I was in a show in the West End when I was 16 years old, and I was spotted by a producer, a music producer back then, who happened to be Fred Cannon, who worked for EMI, and he said back then, we're going to work together. And I sort of thought, oh, really? But, you know, I sort of took his card and we stayed in touch, but then I went to drama school, I did all the theatre stuff. I didn't think my career was going down that path. And then I released Misfits, and I wrote to Fred, and he said, it's time.
Oh, that's so cool. I'm waiting for that moment. I'm still waiting, but we'll get there. Yeah. It's just, I sit here now and I'm just like absolutely blown away by all of that. But what's the show you were in for the West End?
That one was Oklahoma. So I was 16 years old. I was playing Laurie in Oklahoma for the National Youth Music Theatre. So I started pretty young doing, performing and all this kind of stuff. So I've been around a while, Christopher.
Yeah, well, and we all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got to do that 10,000 hours thing and got to get your air miles. And
I feel like I've done that.
Yeah, twice over.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's got you to Nashville, so hats off to you. Well done.
Thank you.
Yeah, but let's talk about Misfits, because that is. I feel like that is you.
Yeah.
Like, from what I've heard of you now, that is so you. It's very unique to you. Because all that kind of, it's very musical theatre-y.
Yeah.
And so how does it... Because how do you kind of find your unique selling point as an artist when you've kind of been something and then you're trying to build yourself as something else? Does that make sense? Like, how does your background influence your music now?
Sure. So I've always had a really, really strong connection with jazz and soul music. So I think that will always be within my signature sound. I think you can hear that in Misfits, kind of jazzy, bluesy style. And then with my theatrical background, I'm still doing all that. There's just going to be theatre in it. I love storytelling.
Nice.
And, I like kind of making things as dramatic as possible.
I love that. I'm here for it.
Yeah, thank you. Playing with different characters, different vocal styles, but they're all me. It's just sort of different elements of me in different songs.
But that is your unique selling point.
I think so.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you.
I love that.
Yeah, great.
I feel like for everyone, I think we need to have Misfits right now. Is that all right with you?
Yeah.
To play Misfits first?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the first single that I ever released. Misfits. Here we go. This is dedicated to my little nephew, Teddy. The girl with the green, mysterious eyes, the boy with the cheeky grin, adored one another, completed each other, their lives could now begin. She may look whole from the outside, but she's fading from within. 'Cause we're just a couple of misfits, neither one of us quite fits in. We paired up together, a loving endeavor, assembling a sweet life of sin. Oh, we're just a couple of misfits. I'll outdo the baddest thing you do. When life becomes a struggle, I'll keep creating trouble, 'cause I like misfitting with you. The girl with the dark, delirious eyes, the boy with the cheeky grin, aboard one another, they hated each other, and neither one would win. He may look cool from the outside, but he's raging from within. 'Cause we're just a couple of misfits, neither one of us quite fits in. We paired up together, a loving endeavor, assembling a sweet life of sin. Oh, yeah, just a couple of misfits. I'll outdo the baddest thing you do. When life becomes a struggle, I'll keep creating trouble, 'cause I like misfitting with you. I like misfitting, baby. Can I misfit with you? I like misfitting. I like misfitting. Yes, I do. I like misfitting, baby. It's in my bones. What can I do? Take my hand. I'll show you the world. We're just a couple of misfits, neither one of us quite fits in. We paired up together, a love and endeavor, assembling a sweet life for sin. Oh, 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 we're just a couple of misfits. I'll do the baddest thing you do. When life becomes a struggle, I'll keep creating trouble, 'cause I like misfitting with you.
Oh man, what a treat on your Thursday night, Georgina White.
Thank you so much. My headphones just fell off right at the end there.
That was like the perfect ending, just your headphones just boom.
Yeah,
oh man,
suitably dramatic.
Yes, always about the dramatics.
Yeah.
I mean, that is just an amazing song. I can't believe I kind of just had a front row seat to see that. It's just awesome. Like, I've never kind of had anything like that for On Air Acoustic.
Cool.
So this is why I'm like quite excited right now, because I'm just like there's so many questions. I'm like where did it first, because it has to come from a personal experience, that surely, right?
Absolutely.
Because that's what most songwriting comes from the heart.
Yeah.
But let's go into it. Like, where did it all come from?
Well, so actually I wrote a one-woman musical in the pandemic called Villainess, which was very jazz blues inspired. I wrote all the music for it, and one of the songs I wrote in it was called The Booze Blues. That's another story.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, but I'm nearly 4 years sober anyway, and then I started playing around with sort of a similar chord progression, and this idea of being a misfit and feeling like a misfit in society constantly, never quite fitting in, just felt really real. And I was with someone at the time who I think felt exactly the same, and I think I've often been drawn to people who are just misfits.
Okay,
there's nothing wrong with that.
No. The best characters, right?
Yeah, exactly, the most fun. So it's dedication to all the misfits out there, and it's about a toxic relationship that starts really beautifully and then unfolds. But unfortunately, let's say that.
But it must be really cool that you can kind of have the talent to be able to kind of have an experience like that and then put it on paper and then show it to the world. But then also, isn't it crazy that how do family members and friends take when you write songs like this? Do they go, hang on a minute, what? Do you know what I mean? Like, you're revealing quite a lot. So how do they kind of go? How do they think of these kind of songs? Have you not really thought about it?
No, I try not to think too deeply about it, because my answer can be, oh, it's not about you. It's
That's very true.
It could be about anybody. And when I'm writing a song, it's like I'm writing about that moment in time. So I might not feel like that half an hour later, but that's how I feel in that moment, and that's often how I write. It sort of comes to me, and within about 15 or 20 minutes I have a fully realized song, with piano chords and everything, and then I send it to my producer to make it sound cool.
I love listening to people's, every songwriter kind of has, it's almost like the same bass, but then they all have their kind of little things. And I absolutely love listening to everyone's sort of songwriting, how would you say it? Way about it. Just their little thing, I guess, is the best. Yeah.
Yeah. Do the lyrics come first, or the chords, or the melody?
Yeah. What does come first?
It's a complete mix. It normally comes to me when I'm driving, actually. I normally get a little... funky melody that comes to me, or a hook or something. But
so it comes to you driving. How do you then remember it when you get in?
Oh, voice notes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, not while I'm driving. As soon as it's safe, I pull over and I make a voice note.
Nice. You've definitely I can tell you've been in the industry long enough. You got a good head on your shoulders when there's a microphone in front of you.
I hope so.
But you sound like you had a good pandemic then. Not that, it sounds like you had, it was kind of, it gave you that time to be able to release everything that was kind of what you needed to release.
I think so. I think I've always had all of this inside me, and I didn't have the confidence. I didn't know how to do it. I took the opportunity to really understand how to start recording my own stuff and, playing around with equipment in my own little home studio. So, yeah, we were all given time, weren't we, to focus on ourselves and things that perhaps we wouldn't have focused on before because, we were spending so much time in isolation.
But I mean, so what comes first for you, the storytelling side of you or the songwriting side of you?
Interesting.
Here we go.
Oh, that is really interesting. I'd say the songwriting comes to me first. I say it's normally a melody. Mm-hmm. Yeah, normally a melody, and then playing around with chord progressions, and then kind of improvising in my little kind of jazzy way, and then finding a bit of poetry to go on top of that.
Because I think I've kind of just nailed it in my head of what musical theatre is. It is songwriting and storytelling.
Songwriting and storytelling
together.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what
my fiance's going to kill me. She's studied musical theatre, and I've only kind of just gone, oh yeah, if you add those two, that is musical theatre. Oh, I can't believe we're live on the radio right now, and it's just come to me.
You just had an epiphany.
It's not good, is it? It's not good. It's been a long day. So, what's your kind of next song?
The next song that I'm playing?
Yes.
Yeah. So the next song is called Love. This is an emotional ballad that I wrote a couple of years ago, released it a couple of years ago, and it was played by BBC Introducing.
Nice.
And has recently been re-released by my label.
Nice. Perfect. Well, Georgina White, when you are ready, go ahead.
It can't be love. No, it can't be love. When you call me those names, love, no, it can't be love. When I'm burning in your flames, my rose is coming into bloom. For you, it's all too much too soon. You wanna drag my soul back down to earth. Well, baby, I am telling you, this is what I'm meant to do. I finally understand just what I'm worth. Love, no, it can't be love. When you treated me like that, my love, no, it can't be love. And I know I am just as bad. How long do we push down this road, just waiting for one of us to explode? I think it's now too much for me to take. So you go your way, I'll go mine. We've reached the end of this black line. There's only so much that one heart can break. Love, no, it can't be love. It's been painful for too long. My love, there's no more love. My love is within me all along. I wish you love, I wish you joy. There's nothing left to destroy. I'm not the girl you thought I was before. I'm not that girl. You'll always be here in my heart. And now that we are worlds apart, the life we had before is no more. There's no more love.
Oh man, what a treat. Georgina White performing for On Air Acoustic.
Thank you.
Man, oh man, oh man. You've got one hell of a voice. I love it.
Thank you,
I love it.
Christopher.
So, I mean, I can see why BBC Introducing wanted that one. But how do you say that you've got a lot of producers. When you're in the studio and when you're writing things, how often do people, say producers, come in and help you? Or do they not? Do you know what I mean? Like, some people like people coming in and helping them, but some people, nope, I do me, you do you kind of thing. What about you?
So, Misfits was very much me, with some co-production from an amazing producer called Dan Myers, and then he had more of an input on this version, which came to him as, a slightly more theatrical, love ballad, and he made it into a really cool, funky, contemporary trip hop ballad. Like, it's really cool for me.
I can imagine.
Yeah, I was like, wow, that sounds really cool. I was really happy for his massive input in that. But it's essentially my song. And then I've worked with other producers where they've kind of really made it more how they think it would sound. So I released a Europop dance track called Not Your Baby last year, and John Carr did a really cool club anthem, dance track production, which I would never have thought of. So I welcome new ideas and different people's input, because I think two heads are often better than one.
Or 3, 4, 5. It sounds like you've got some good people in your corner.
Exactly. Yeah, I've been working with some great people, and I'm working with another amazing producer at the moment.
Oh,
yeah.
Good news ahead.
Yeah. Very good news ahead.
Oh, nice. So with people like Dan, how do you go about? Do they come to you? Do you go to them? Is it like almost, one of those mad things where you just end up meeting at a party, or whatever kind of thing? How do you go about it?
So when I'm not performing, I'm a vocal coach.
Oh, nice.
And I, in the pandemic, did a recording star competition for my students, and an amazingly talented young girl called Violet, she won. And I just found Promenade Recording Studios online. Dan Myers runs it, and he's the producer there. And he did such a great song recording Violet's winning track Valerie that when I decided I wanted to release my own music, I just knew it had to be him. He was brilliant.
God, that's incredible. That I just love it in little stories like this. I think it's just so cool how just things just work out sometimes, don't they?
Yeah.
You have no idea. You wake up one morning, I've got a clue what's going to happen. And then Dan Myers is helping you with
I know
a track.
It's really cool, really, really cool. And I think back then I was also going through quite a difficult time, and I didn't know what direction I should be going in with my music and generally in life. But everything works out the way it's meant to.
Welcome to the music industry, I was about to say, but actually in life as well.
Yes, just welcome to life.
Yes, welcome to life.
Welcome to planet Earth.
Welcome to planet Earth, indeed. But people fans of people like Amy Winehouse and Imelda May liken them to you. That's a compliment, or that's a huge compliment.
Yeah, it's really a huge compliment, because I'm a huge fan of both incredible artists. I went to see Imelda a couple of months ago and completely fangirled her. But people say it quite a lot. I've always had the Amy Winehouse thing. She was just such a huge inspiration to me and so many others, and she just had so much empathy and emotion in her music, and she had such a distinct sound that I fell in love with.
Yeah, people ask me if you could have anyone on Air Acoustic, dead or alive. I always say Amy Winehouse would be one of those. I mean, I just think it'd be the most craziest time ever, because her vocals, her voice, and her personality was just she was an artist, she was a musician,
truly.
But talking of them, they're iconic musicians. So how does it feel for you, personally, to be oh wow, yes, I'm being likened to these people, but then how does it feel because you're I'm, do you know what I mean? You want to be an individual.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
Of course. I just take it as a massive compliment, because these are people who I've listened to and dreamed of working with, and I have to take it as a compliment. But I'm not trying to copy anyone.
Nice.
Ever. People may think I have a similar sound, but I have so many different styles to my work.
Have you had this where people have said you're copying?
No,
okay.
No one said it yet.
No, it's only because the way you looked, and I went, "Ooh, hang on a minute, what's people saying here?"
No, I like to be really, really experimental, and they are both experimental artists as well. But I think maybe I'm a little bit more theatrical as well.
Yeah, but why not?
Yeah,
why not? I mean, actually, I saw something. You're going to be doing panto soon.
I am.
It's such a weird one, panto, isn't it? Because some people absolutely love it, whereas some people absolutely hate it. I presume you're absolutely loving it. If you're not, you're a very good actress.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know, I've grown to love it more over the years. The more I've done of it, the more I've fallen in love with it, because I realise it's not about me, it's about the joy that you're giving to everybody else, and that is amazing. It's so lovely to just see families having loads of fun at Christmas, and that's what it's all about.
It's also another tick thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, even you've just done tick, 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 like what's next for you? Like, tick, tick. Let's talk more about the Pantos. Where is it going to be?
This one's at Theatre Clwyd in North Wales, so it's quite far away. It's 4 hours. I've worked there many times. I love it there, and they are a wonderful group of people at a brilliant theatre. And we're doing Mother Goose this year.
Oh, what's Mother Goose?
Mother Goose, I don't even think I even know the story. I have read the script, honest. I'll tell you in a few weeks, but...
We'll see on your Instagram.
I'm playing Baddie again. I'm playing Suella Durrill.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can imagine who she's based on.
Yes.
Yeah, so lots of fun, and apparently I'm going to be a bit of a Medusa with snakes in my hair.
Oh, I guess that's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, singing a bit of rock and soul and all that. And it's an actor muso panto. So I do the rock and roll actor muso pantos where you're the band as well as the cast.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's cool, yeah.
No, I can see now why you got a big smile on your face. That is actually awesome.
Yeah.
But that's a long way away from where you live and where we are right now.
Yeah.
So... do they pay for you to stay in accommodation? Or?
Yes, they do.
Because that's a long commute.
Yeah, very long commute. No, I'm off to the mountains to stay there for 3 months. My partner's also in the show, which is lovely.
Oh, that's the bonus.
Yeah. So hopefully it won't be too lonely this Christmas.
Who got the better role?
You got the better role.
Come on.
Oh, no, I can't say that.
No. But you know, I've not been involved in very small things, but everyone looks at the role, don't they, and go, who did you get? Oh. Remember in school, like, you'd be like, what are you? Like, I'm Jesus, or I'm a shepherd. And then someone's like, a bush.
We both got great roles.
Yes, well done. See, I told you, you've been around. You know what to do in front of a mic. Clever. So... it's going to take up a lot of your time then, doing this panto if you're away for 3 months. So how do you have to put anything on hold, like with your music, like, or do you go all or nothing? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, are you all or nothing into this panto? Or, I guess in the daytime, can you get your music kind of thing done, or how do you mix it up?
Absolutely not, because there are very often 2 shows a day, and it's a really, really heavy schedule. So for 3 months, I'll be mainly focusing on that, but I've done a lot of recording this summer. My partner and I have been working on a couple of very cool tracks, different styles and genres.
Is your partner a musician as well?
Yeah. Yes, an actor musician as well.
Oh, okay. So this, like I said, you've got a very good corner.
Yes, very lucky. So it's been lovely working with him.
That must be so nice having someone in the industry where you can kind of, if you're bringing out music, that's the first person you go to, like real trustworthy person.
Yeah.
Because you know how like some people are like complete opposites. Like I meet people and they're like partners are in finance or accounts or and they just don't get it.
Exactly.
And they find it really hard because they're like, oh, I don't know who to go to, I don't know who to sort of go. Whereas you've got it.
Yeah,
you've got it in your corner.
We're very lucky, and he is mega talented. So
No, is he listening?
He better be. Steve.
Yes. Text in 80818. So text it right, Steve.
Yeah.
But
he'll pay me later.
Yes, exactly right. So you've got a third and final song for us today?
I do, and this is actually an exclusive. I've never played this and sung it at the same time before.
I love this.
So firstly, wish me luck. And
we love an exclusive here.
So this is Healer. I released this earlier this year, and it's another kind of jazzy, bluesy, soulful, chill number for you.
Well, Georgina White, whenever you're ready, take it away.
I'll tell you a story. Whisper softly in your ear of a man with a gift so special. He'll make your troubles disappear. listen to you and free your soul. The missing piece becomes a whole. War is out of your control. They'll see a brighter day. Healer, healer, I don't want to lose this feeling deep inside. The man's got a story, darkness deep in his eyes, disturbing dreams in the nighttime. There's no peace where he lies, still he'll stay true to you and ease your mind. Eerie shadows are left behind. It's in the plan he was designed to chase your blues away. Healer, healer, how different he appears in this light. Healer, I don't want to lose this feeling deep inside. Healer, healer, how different he appears in this light. Healer, I don't want to lose this feeling. Don't ever let me lose this feeling. I don't want to lose this feeling deep inside.
My word. It's just amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Your music is honestly amazing. I absolutely love it.
Thank you so much.
It's just so cool. Like, it's just so... I love the story. I think the storytelling and the songwriting, I just love it.
Oh.
Love it.
I'm so glad that you love it.
Yes,
Thank
Georgina.
you, Christopher. It makes me very happy and feel very warm inside.
Yes. Part of this studio that is absolutely like hotter than the sun right now.
It is, isn't it?
So well done for singing in this like absolute heat. When I listen, like, I just had like this mad like question, like not a really mad question, but because you've been around so long, like you've done the stage, screen, music.
Yeah.
Who would you love to collaborate with the most? If you could feature on a song or someone feature on yours, whatever way, which way around.
Oh my gosh, that's such...
I think because I thought of the Amy Winehouse thing, I was like, oh, man, imagine you two together, like, imagine what that would sound like. But then I was like, oh, who would you like to collaborate with?
I really want to support Imelda May, and it is a goal of mine, and I've told her this.
Yes!
Yeah, so I'm really hoping that one day that will happen. But I'm completely... I love Miley Cyrus. I think she's absolutely amazing, and it would be a dream to collaborate with her. And producer-wise, of course, Mr. Mark Ronson.
Yeah. Well, I mean, with the Miley Cyrus thing, you've got the Nashville bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're halfway there.
I'm halfway there.
There you go. You're in the same place. You only got to rub shoulders in the same studio.
Dream big.
Dream big. Here we go. I'll wait for it. Yeah. As long as you both come in and just say, imagine Miley Cyrus in Watford. Yes, this is it, people. So, also, you did say you've got some big things happening. What can you tell us? What do we look forward to from you?
I can't tell you too much.
Yeah, okay.
Because you know, things aren't signed, sealed, and delivered. But I'm very much hoping that there'll be something a little bit festive to release.
Oh.
And then there's some really exciting stuff coming out in the new year. I've got two new releases ready to go. So yeah, end of the year, beginning of the new year, there should be a fair bit of new music coming from me.
This is exciting.
It is.
This is exciting stuff.
I love it.
Well, it starts 2025. And I feel like after people have listened to this, they will definitely want to kind of see you live. So I take it you can't... I mean, if you want to go to North Wales...
Yes.
That would be one. That would be some gold stars there.
Come and visit.
Yeah, absolutely right. But I mean, you've had a good summer. I mean, pub in the park.
Yeah.
You've done all that.
Played a few festivals. I played Moustache Bar in Dalston. I played Old Town Live, Stevenage and Ware, and then Pub in the Park. So yeah, had a few nice ones this summer, and then we'll see what happens in the new year. I'm currently turning down a couple of gigs, because I'm going away on a theatre job, but I'm hoping that in the new year there'll be some lovely ones coming up.
How do you go about getting gigs?
Mainly through social media. Yeah. So I'll do a gig and then post about it, and then it's like yourself, Christopher. You found out about me through Pub in the Park, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, for me, social media is like the best thing ever.
Yeah.
For this, I mean, other things, but I mean, I think it's because of my age. I'm just like, I see some of the youngsters now, and they're just such whizzes on this thing. I'm like, how do you do that? How does this happen?
Oh, I know. And you've got to keep up with it, haven't you? You've got to, go along with it.
With kind of being at grassroots music, you've got to be your own manager, you've got to be your own social media manager, you've got to be your own writer, you've got to be everything. How do you so with social media, do you have the TikTok and Instagram and all that kind of stuff? How do you kind of promote yourself?
I go through waves, I would say. So I'll have weeks where I'm really into social media, and then weeks when I'm I am not interacting with social media at all. So I'm at the moment kind of going through waves. My label, they do promo for us as well, and they're sending out all of our music to various radio stations and music outlets and stuff like that. But I do the majority of it, especially social media, I do myself.
Yeah. So this is a pain, isn't it? Social media. Because you got to do it. But
yeah,
I can see some of these people on TikTok, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're smashing it. But I don't know. I'm at the age now. I'm like, I don't like TikTok. I don't want to do TikTok.
Oh yeah, I've got TikTok. I have a love-hate relationship with it, where I go on about 2 weeks a year.
Yep. I've downloaded it, and that's about it.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm ready for this. And I was like, oh no, I'm not.
And also, I always end up buying brooms and things that I don't necessarily need.
At 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, a carpet broom that gets the hair out of carpets. That's what I've always needed.
Oh man. So with the Nashville thing, I'm just so excited for you for the Nashville thing. Surely you will. I mean, like you said, you want to go out there, but how likely are we to see you out there next year?
Oh my goodness, I would love more than anything to go out there next year. It's in my great plan.
Yeah, nice.
But I just can't say, this is definitely going to happen because of the nature of the industry, and you just don't know what's going to happen in other areas. And, there have been other auditions and things like that. Yeah. So we'll see, but I just know it's going to happen at the right time.
Yes. Somebody said that to me yesterday or something. It was like, yeah, you'll know. It will just relax, keep doing it, and something will happen. Time will do its thing.
That's it, isn't it? It's divine timing.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is it. We are right where we're meant to be right now.
Yeah, exactly. And I haven't done any other radio interviews this year, and I'm really pleased that this is the one that I've done.
I'm so happy you've come in, and I think everyone who's listened will be absolutely buzzing.
Aww.
I think they'll probably want more music, more. But hey, here's one. What's your Spotify? How do we find your music?
So I'm on all music platforms, Georgina White. I've released 6 tracks, 4 originals, 2 covers. I'm also on YouTube. You can follow my label, Creative and Dreams Music Network. Hi, Fred and Rose, and big shout out to John Carr as well. And I'm on pretty much all the socials as well, Georgina White. So, follow me, say hi.
Absolutely.
I'll say hi back.
Absolutely, yeah. Talking of covers, I Will Survive.
Yeah.
Oh my word. I mean, there's a lot of covers of I Will Survive, but none quite like yours.
Oh, good.
That little guitar.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Oh, it's so cool.
The Spanish guitar.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah.
I found it I was walking through the flat, I'm like, oh yeah.
Excellent. Good. Yes. I'm glad that's what it made you do. Yeah, that was scary. That was Fred Cannon, who's my manager in America. He said, I think you need to do this next, Georgina.
Nice. Love that.
I was like, really? This song?
This one?
Do you know how famous it is?
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, but you're completely different, and you're gonna going to make it your own, and I'm really proud of it. Yeah, I'm really proud of it. It was a lot of fun.
That is it. So thank you so much for coming in. I really appreciate you coming in. It's been absolutely amazing. I wish you all the very best of everything.
Thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me in. It's been a pleasure.
And for everyone else, I will catch you at the same time, same place next week. Have the best week. Bye.